institutions within the Union. They have ended their two-day summit in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, where their main agenda was improving the efficiency of the continental body.
President Cyril Ramaphosa left Addis Ababa on Saturday night and headed back to South Africa. His fellow heads of state continued with their second day of meeting on Sunday, where they adopted several decisions on the AU institutional reform agenda. They agreed to reduce the number of commissioners at the AU Commission from 10 to 8. The Political Affairs Commission has been merged with Peace and Security Commission, while the Economic Affairs Commission has been joined with Trade and Industry. These changes will take effect in 2021 after the current leadership at the AU Commission finishes its term. The chairperson of the AU Commission, Musa Faki Mahamat, says they also agreed to tighten sanctions on defaulting members of the Union.
How do you expect the Commission to implement its annual programs when you have contributions which amount only to 50% of the annual contribution? This is a reality, and today we have adopted a battery of sanctions to be imposed, going up to the total suspension of the member state that can no longer participate in the meetings of the Assembly or any meeting of the African Union.
The Assembly has agreed to be holding one ordinary summit per year, and in place of its June-July ordinary summit, have coordinating meetings at regional level. President Paul Kagame of Rwanda, who has led the institutional reforms agenda, says some member states are pessimistic that a strong African Union will reduce their national sovereignty.
It is implied in a sense that when you are working for integration, you are sort of ceding some levels of sovereignty to the much bigger entity, which is either the region, sub-region you are in, your country is in, or the whole continent. So there is not going to be any doubt about that. It is well expected, and I think the heads of state understand this as well.
He says some member states have asked that more time be given for deliberation.
All this kept coming up, and that's what gives rise to healthy debates. First of all, people air their concerns, and from discussion we are able to generate a consensus and we move forward. It's a slow process, it's a difficult process, but it's a process we have to undertake.
The Assembly has decided that the African peer review mechanism be integrated into the African Union. This is an accountability mechanism that allows the African member states to do self-assessment on their governance and democratic structures. The summit has decided to push some more items for reconsideration when they meet again for their ordinary session in February 2019. Colette Wanjohi, SABC News, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.